Worry about being emotional. We started on something good there because we were getting your feelings about your grandchildren. And that's what we need to get at, so that people understand how people's lives, how destructive this kidnapping the kids and taking them away from the family members, they need to understand how destructive that is. This is not fair to you. You understand? It's not fair to you as their grandmother. It's not right what they're doing. They've taken your grandkids away from you for no good reason. And they've cut them off. They've cut them out of your life. This is wrong. This is evil. And people need to understand that. And that's why we're putting it on video, so that they can understand what's happening. So that's why I'm trying to get your feelings. And I know it's emotional. Of course it's emotional. It's emotional for me and for you and for everyone in the family. It's emotional for the kids who've been torn away from their family. If you want to hide all the emotion, then you're hiding almost everything, because the whole thing is emotional. So I'm just trying to talk with you. What, you need me to be quiet?
Trying to express how you feel when you're emotional is almost impossible, because it's all inside. And to bring it out, then you really, it takes effort. I often at night think of the children and the fact that I can't see them and they can't see me. It's very hurtful. But to talk about it, how you feel, that's very difficult.
Well, I'm sure you miss your grandkids. And I'm sure they miss you every day. Because these people tear children away from their families and devastate the families and devastate the children. And they're doing it just for money, for revenue. And these people are horrible. And I want everyone to know what they're doing. And I want to know I want everyone to know how much they're destroying the families and torturing the families and destroying the children.
We think of just how that it could have been different. How that the cops and the people involved in it could have realized what positive things could have been done to have the children back with their father. But the energy was spent figuring out how they could take the children away, how it would benefit them, how their income would be increased. I think that in a social way, maybe they thought that all the things weren't being done at home. Maybe they weren't doing things. We weren't doing things the way that they would appreciate it. But a home is a private thing. A home is a place where parents and children relate to each other. A home where being progressive, learning good things, and living good lives is what is important. To those who are involved, their lives, what they could do, how the income that they would have, how they could work out this out themselves was important.
Yeah, I was just trying to have a good job so I could take care of my kids. And we were a happy family. The kids were very happy, and I was happy to have the kids, and we were all moving forward. You've got to have a job before you can do anything. And they don't seem to care to understand that.
Bad things happen to families, but there's always a positive way to pull them out, to get together, and like John needed to find an apartment for his children. He needed to get them into school. He needed to build to fit into the community. And this we all need to do. We're all Americans living in a free country, which sometimes is not free anymore.
It's not free anymore. When they come and take children by force, with police officers with guns, and they tear the children out of your arms and take them away from good, loving parents, it's not free. I mean, what more could they do to take away your freedom than steal your children away from you and refuse to give them back and hold on to them as long as they can, just so they can generate revenue from the state government and the federal government? It's corruption. It's evil people who've infiltrated our country, who've infiltrated the government, And they care nothing about the children or the families. All they care about is revenue. And they destroy families just to get their revenue.
I have a family of 10 children. And they all, but 2 of them have families of their own. We are united together in our love and our feelings for each other. This is very painful for something like this to happen with our own family. Having been acquainted with Sarah and Patrick, they are very close to me. They are as my own children. And now that I can talk to them, send them presents, read them stories, go on hikes with them. This is like losing them. This is not right. There has to be some adjustments for good in America. We have to change. We're not meant for this. I would love to see my children again. I know that it is right, that I should. And I'm going to push everything that I can to be there with them again.
What do you think the American people should do to help us out, to help us get Sarah and Patrick back? Should they stand by and do nothing?
No. No. People, we should not make money off of other people's misery. We should be more understanding. One understanding of family life that holds America together.
Yeah, they destroy the family, they destroy America. And right now they're destroying hundreds of thousands of families in the country. Yes. Of course, we Sarah and Patrick are very dear to us, and we need to have them back. But the same thing is happening to hundreds of thousands of families across the country. They're having their children taken away from them, and they can't get them back. And the children are being forced into adoption, to be adopted out to strangers. And the families that are losing those children are being destroyed. And all this because the CPS workers, the DCF workers, they're trying to maximize their revenue from the state and from the federal government. And they've become extremely corrupt, and they're destroying families, and they're destroying the country. And we've got to put a stop to it. And all those children all across the country, there are more than 500,000 children in CPS custody now, forced into foster care, later forced into adoption, to live with families that are complete strangers. And those children need to go home to their families. So that's why we're trying to get this story out there, so people understand what's happening and they stand up and they do something about it.
The foundation of America has always been family.
Anything you'd like to say to Sarah and Patrick?
I would like to be able to go for a walk with them. I would just take them in my room and read stories to them. I would like to go to the backyard and play games with them. They are very close to me. What I look forward to when this is possible, when they will be near me. I love them. Okay.